Hype up.
Yeah,
Hype
you
up.
guys can be chill. I know that.
He hyping up in the background.
Welcome back, Raw Nation, to another installment of Raw Heavyweight, getting better inside of these king and queens behind the scene. I'm your host, Cheno Royal, baby. I'm here with
Jeff from Pharaoh Hound and
Dylan from Pharaoh Hound. Man, it's been a long time coming, man. How you guys doing?
doing pretty good, just popping it.
Yeah. What's I always gotta think of a question off the top. Like, what's a day in the life at Pharaoh Hound? Like, what's a normal day for you guys?
I don't know. I think you get a different answer for each individual. For me, I play guitar constantly. I'm always trying to write music, for around.
Okay.
But then we all get together twice a week and hash out what we've been working on as individuals. Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
For me, regarding the band, it's always practicing vocals in my car. It's the only safe place to do it, in a secluded location, so I don't bother my neighbors and shit like that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How did who formed the band? Whose idea initially was it to just be like, you know what? I gotta do it.
I was a part of that process. Me and another member who's no longer in the band,
Okay.
Tony, our old drummer, him and I started it. And yeah, that was almost 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, so we've been around for quite a while, but that's how it started, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for the fans at home who don't know anything about the band, describe the band. Like, what type of genre is it? Like, what is like? I guess we start with that and then go through the process.
For me personally, what I would describe it as is a mix of your like Lamb of God groove metal, your deathcore from the old era, the old MySpace era, and then your classic death metal. So, a little mix of all that stuff.
And also, what is the metal scene like here in Fort Wayne?
That's
That's a big sign. Oh no!
There's always like an ebb and flow. It's like every other year, since like bands are coming up and
Yeah.
off and off, and like sometimes like there's a drought every now and then.
Okay.
And that may be one of those times right now. Honestly,
What do you mean by that?
a lot of the bands that were around, at least that we started, they have disbanded.
Okay.
And some of the venues have closed. Post COVID,
Yeah.
some venues didn't make it through that, unfortunately. But I have high hopes for the future, the immediate future.
That's something that I wanted to know too, because I already understood like what COVID, like how it impacted like me and like just rapping and singing. Like how did it impact you guys?
I don't necessarily think it had a direct impact on us, the
Okay.
band. We proceeded as normal, It's just like a lot of venues closed down. I don't know if it was a direct result of COVID, but it was around that
Are
time.
you guys still getting together and still
Oh,
practicing?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We got together during all that lockdown, that quarantine. We'd still make it happen.
Okay. So you said 10 years, so roughly about like 2015. You guys been doing it since then?
Yeah, actually, probably like 2016, closer to that, is whenever we started. And I don't think we played our first show probably till 2018, maybe. So that's how long we've been like active. But it's like 2 years before that when we were just kind of like writing and trying to get a concept for the sound that we were going for and what we wanted to do.
Now, has it always been like one style, or like having you guys like kind of like? Because I've seen some bands kind of pick different genres, like decide like, hey, maybe this album's gonna be like this, maybe this album's gonna be like this.
So the music itself kind of takes on a natural form based on who's been in the band. So when I joined, I think it was the biggest drastic change of the sound. It's just everyone putting their 2 cents in, putting their energy and their inspirations in, and kind of just takes its natural form over time.
And when did you move?
That would have been about 2.5, 3 years ago now. I think so. Yeah.
And how's stuff been going since then?
Pretty good. Yeah, just it's been an incredible experience. I've never been on tour with a band before. I got to do that with this band. Playing shows. It's really it's a passion. It's what I like to do. So this band lets me express that.
So how long were you doing music before you guys met? And then also, did they like hear about you from somewhere, or like were you doing stuff like for them to see you to be able to have the opportunity to come in there?
Yeah, so the way they found out about me was I was in a death metal band called Observer. I believe it's still an active band, but their former vocalist is the one that actually pointed me out to them.
Really?
Sort of like passing of the torch thing.
Okay.
It was nice to have his approval, and then
He's just a villain.
yeah. Then I've been doing vocals for a long time. I want to say the first time I ever started doing vocals was in the early days of high school. I heard this song called Sonnet of the Wretched by Chelsea Grin, and that's when I started doing heavy vocals.
I'm just gonna say it. You guys just want to be heavy, or have you guys ever pulled back and like try to do anything like pop ever?
Nah, not anything like that's quite that light.
Okay.
I mean, I'm into that kind of music myself, but we try to experiment a little bit within the realm of heaviness.
Okay.
Not be too restricted by like, oh, it has to be extreme.
You know, I had to ask, and we just had the conversation about me being in metal and like getting into that from like even the pop stuff, and like I was wondering, how would you guys see a song when you guys be not interested, but like how would you attack having a song maybe that much to you?
That's an interesting question. So I always say we let the music do whatever it feels right for us. So like I said, if something goes in that direction, it's not heavy or it's not extreme.
Right.
I'm okay with that. That's just the way it is at that time and with that song, and pretty much just let it happen.
Now I know we were on the Fort Wayne scene, and I wanted to dive a little bit more into that to kind of show the world that is the Fort Wayne metal scene. Like, what's something about it that you've loved about it, and it's something that you also critique and say, hey, maybe this can be better to help push forward into the future. And the gears are grinding over there.
I don't you because you've been at it longer.
One thing that I wish was better, I wish there was more venues that play metal.
Yeah.
Because there are like a lot of venues, and maybe they don't necessarily focus on some of the heavier genres. It'd be kind of nice to see that change, I suppose. One of the things I love about it is the bands that have been doing it. Like, we're all tight and connected, and there's a lot of like crossover. Like, for example, our new drummer, he's in another band, vocalist for another band here in Fort Wayne.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like connections in that regard.
Yeah.
It's not just that one. I think a lot of the bands are connected, and everybody's pretty tight. Everybody that's been doing it for a while. So
Okay. That is one thing that I did notice immediately, is that like it just seems more everybody's pushing for everybody to succeed.
yeah.
And is that something that you've kind of cherished?
Oh,
Or
for
just
sure.
about the scene? It's just like camaraderie about everything going on.
Yeah, I think that there's like a lot of like toxic competition in this scene in particular, which is really cool to see. You know, everybody like, what do they say? High tides rise all ships, and I think everybody kind of agrees with that, or it seems to be. So that's kind of cool.
What's something that you've seen about the scene since you've been in it?
I've been in a lot of different places in the scene. So I actually come from a scene that is kind of a different side of the coin. It's the underground hardcore death metal scene. That's where I started out when I moved to Fort Wayne. And, they're more of a culture of playing smaller basement venues, fucking hardcore, two-step and motion. With these guys, it's like very different. We play larger scale. We do. It's just a lot of fun. I have no comments on the scene at the moment.
Okay. What? And then what's something that somebody was getting ready to start up a band and they're like, they didn't even get the people together. They just had the idea and they knew what genre they're going in. What's like a bit of advice that you can say, hey, maybe do it like this. I'm not telling you who to pick, but maybe do it like this.
Best advice I could get is book often, as many weekends as you could spare. Play as often as you can, just because that's where you're gonna kind of figure out what works and what doesn't in front of a crowd. Because it's one thing if you're just in a room and it sounds good to you and your band,
Right.
but you got to put that to the test in front of people and see what gets people moving, see what gets people like kind of disinterested, I suppose.
Right.
And the only way to do that is just to grind.
100%. Dude, is there like I always wondered this too, like, because I know like when people come on like shows or podcasts or like they're doing an interview or whatever, like that's them. But do you feel that you have like a different persona when you're on stage? Like something comes over you, like you feel like something different.
Oh yeah, every time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, every time. There's been many times where I will go look at myself in the venue bathroom mirror and just,
Yeah.
get myself ready.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
You gotta let go of your mundane life a little bit.
Yeah.
Let the performer take over.
What's one of the craziest moments that we'll get both, but what's one of the craziest moments that you've seen where you're just like, look, oh wow, it just came over me, bro. I had to go crazy.
Oh yeah. So a lot of the times our performances are not very rehearsed, so it's something that we improvised on the spot when we were there. There was a very important show at Stan's, not Stan's, from the Spears main stage that we did. It was opening for Suicide Silence and Chelsea Grin. I remember really needing to hunker down and really get myself in that mindset, and because we were performing in front of what would have been my largest crowd,
Okay.
and that was so much pressure, but I feel like ultimately that went pretty well.
That's what's up, man. And then how about you? What's the crazy? Because I see this. I love it because I see the glow in both your eyes and bottom.
Suicide Silence was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was a packed room, and that was one of my favorite bands when I was growing up. So
Yeah.
to kind of open up for them was really killer. I don't know, man. Just anytime we're able to get a good mosh pit going, to me that is just
It's just solid.
yeah. I'm just like this. It's just unreal. Because we're just up there playing this music that we worked so hard to create,
Okay.
and to see people just let loose like that with our music as a catalyst it feels unreal sometimes. And then sometimes it's because it's an adrenaline dump
Yeah.
when you're up there. And sometimes I'll just get off stage and be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
it's like it didn't happen. And I gotta kind of just like collect myself a little bit. It's cool, man. I live for it.
Because I know that feeling because I always say that I have a pre and post process before, like when I'm doing a show. Mine is I'm completely opposite. I'm like in was the inverse of who I naturally am before a show. So before, like if you naturally met me, like I'm just, you'll hear my voice. Let's just say okay. But then before a show, like I'll be quiet as possible. People be like, "Is he okay? Is something wrong with the guy? Are you about to shoot up someplace?" No, well, I promise I'm not. But no, I'm just super quiet. I like balling up the energy. Once I let loose the energy, then it's like you're not gonna find me because like I'm out like decompressing.
Oh yeah.
How would you walk me through like a process of before and after a show from both of you?
Before show, I'd say I'm probably a little bit similar to what you just described.
Yeah.
Definitely like kind of getting my reserves, preparing, the calm before the storm type of thing. And I don't like to do a whole lot of talking or a whole lot of socializing too much. I'm trying to kind of get my game face on. But after the performance, dude, it's like I'm in the best mood that you're ever gonna find.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, socializing is always easier after the show.
100%.
You don't have any of that on your shoulders anymore, and you feel like you can just talk to a bunch of people, you know. No, but before the show for me as well is very like I have to have like time just like by myself.
But
You know, because I struggle with anxiety, so a lot of the times when I get up there, I try to completely work that out of my system. And sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. It just is what it is.
would you say like not saying it's depressed, but like you say it makes it easier for when you go out there to kind of just let it loose, and that's what plays a part into like a feeling of like almost like satisfaction, because like euphoric feeling you get off.
Yeah, absolutely. Euphoric feeling when you get off and you know you killed it. Nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. That is a crazy high. And then yeah, just for me after that first song is over with, I'm ready to go.
100%.
I shook it out. I'm ready to go after that.
Like okay, and then I wanted to know this too, because when I had my first show like last weekend, there was a song that almost felt impossible, like it was never gonna go right. And then once we actually made it through, like my guitarist made a joke, my producer made a joke. He's like, "Oh man, I could hear that growling in his voice. It sounded like you're blowing out your voice there." And then just everything, like it was just felt like everything was at ease, and now we're fucking getting ready to party and shit. You guys have moments like that where like somebody just farted or some shit. It was like, "Bro, you was farting?" That's what we're saying.
I don't know. I mean,
Ever have a moment where like it just cuts the tension, and like you guys just go right back into like, oh, like we're doing this for us, like it was a cool feeling.
We definitely had those moments, but for some reason, nothing's coming to memory of the specific time.
it'd probably be like more like probably in the earlier days when I don't know, we were kind of new performing.
Yeah.
I think tension was definitely higher then.
Yeah,
Those types of things would probably occur a lot more.
right.
So you say you just had your first show this last weekend?
I did.
That's what's up. How did that look out for you?
Yeah, man. I felt amazing, because first of all, it's not. We know that I've done rap shows. I've done them since around 2016, 2017, and it was cool for two reasons. It was cool because Carl's is where I started my first rap show, so basically my rap career, and then I got to start my new metal career at Carl's too. So that was a satisfactory, like, full circle moment. And then the second one was I got the biggest pop, probably, and like this isn't me being competitive, but I'm kind of being competitive, so fucking. So, it's we were in the middle of the show, so we were kind of the break point onto the other bands, and like we had the biggest pop of the night from the crowd, especially from doing a Limp Bizkit cover, and like people going fucking crazy over break stuff. And shit.
That one never fails live.
Yeah.
That always pops up.
Oh yeah. It was fucking crazy.
That's cool.
And getting them the love from people saying like that was the craziest thing, that just made my night. And so,
Carl's is a cool place, dude. That's where we had our first show.
did you?
Yep.
Would you say? I would say this, but I don't know if you would. Would you say it's like underrated considering like the music scene? I consider it almost like the mecca. It might be a hot take of the Fort Wayne scene here.
Underrated is definitely a term that I would use. Because, dude, they're always putting on cool shows, and they have been forever.
Years.
Yeah, they don't seem to be slowing down. So, and the food's great. Food is.
People have told me this.
Did you not eat there?
People are gonna hate me. I haven't ate there. People are probably gonna shove chicken wings in my face next time. So
You gotta try the wings.
The loaded fries too.
the fried. I was gonna say you gotta go down the line. What's your favorite dish at Carl's?
It's gotta be the wings.
The wings.
For sure, 100%.
Kind of.
I think the sweet chili flavor is my favorite.
Chili?
Yep.
The buffalo chicken loaded fries are my favorite. Yeah, and then fried pickles are good too.
All right, Davis Nenny, you gotta sponsor me on this video. I fucking promoted the fuck out of you right now. Like, but hey, yeah, I want to go ahead. Like, I'm super excited. I appreciate you guys just coming on out. I know you guys probably had a busy day and you guys are chilling and whatnot, but I just appreciate you guys coming on the show. Just want to give you your flowers as a band. Fucking dope as hell. Keep going. Maybe one day do a song, maybe same show.
That'd be cool, man.
Absolutely, and thank you for having us. I appreciate it a lot.
Appreciate it, man.
There's only one more thing I gotta ask before we get up on. I know you can kill it. Where do you guys see this going in the next couple of years? Like, what's the overall end game for Farron?
Hopefully just bigger tours, honestly. Bigger tours. We have an album that we've released 2 singles for. It's recorded. The recording's complete. So I imagine that would be released here before the end of the year. Yeah, aside from that, man, just keep doing what we do, with just hopefully at a greater scale.
Love
It's fun.
Yep, no plans on stopping anytime soon. We have some plans, and you know, hopefully we can take this thing as far as we can take.
I love it. Love it. Before we get to the socials, shout out the other band members, which I'm calling them out right now. They're gonna be on the next episode that we have these guys on.
That's
So
right.
they're gonna be here, but shout out those guys.
Joe, Michael, Josh, we miss you.
Shout out, guys.
I'm gonna cry. You miss you.
We're all crying. We actually, that's why I have the glasses on, because I was crying about the baby because you weren't here. So
And then we're going to plug a show real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead.
August 29th, at the end of this month, we will be playing at Stan's Room. It's a little 2-day event. Midwest Metal Fest. Got a lot of cool bands on that bill.
love it.
And we'll be playing that Friday night. So
Love it, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
shout out Chris Strobridge too.
There we go. There we go. All right. Go ahead. Shout out any place we can find you. I know you were just plugging that. So anything you got to plug right now, go ahead and do it right now. All the stuff will be down in the description below, but go ahead and shout that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Pharaohhound, PHAROHOUND.
yes, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. Pretty much wraps.
And if you want to listen to us online, we are on pretty much everything.
All right, man. Well, like I said before, I appreciate you guys. Keep doing your thing. But until next time, stay royal out there. Peace.
Hey yo, I definitely appreciate y'all for checking out this here video. Make sure you go ahead and check out any of the new and old content that is right above me, and make sure y'all stay royal out there. Peace.